Leviticus, the third book of the Bible, contains a wide range of important descriptions that are central to understanding the religious, moral, and social life of the Israelites. These descriptions are foundational in the context of the covenant between God and Israel. Here are some of the most important elements described in the book. 1. Sacrificial system, chapters 1-7. Leviticus details various types of offerings and sacrifices that the Israelites were required to make to maintain purity, seek forgiveness, and express devotion to God. These included peace offerings. These were offerings made to express thanksgiving and fellowship with God, Leviticus 3. Sin offerings, offered to atone for unintentional sins, symbolizing the need for purification and forgiveness, Leviticus 4. Guilt offerings, similar to sin offerings but specifically for certain types of guilt, such as defrauding others, Leviticus 5-6. These sacrifices emphasized God's holiness and the need for the Israelites to remain pure in their relationship with Him. 2. Priestly role and consecration, chapters 8-10. This sacred ceremony involved the anointing with oil, the offering of sacrifices, and the special garments for the priests. These chapters also include a pivotal moment when Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu, offered unauthorized fire and were consumed by fire from God as a punishment, emphasizing the need for relevance and obedience in worship, Leviticus 10. 3. Clean and unclean, chapters 11-15. Leviticus outlines various laws regarding what is considered clean and unclean, focusing on dietary laws, purity, and rituals for maintaining physical and spiritual cleanliness. Clean and unclean animals, Leviticus 11. Certain animals were deemed clean, for example, those with split hooves and chewing cud, while others, for example, pigs and shellfish, were considered unclean and prohibited for consumption. Bodily discharges, Leviticus 15. Laws related to purification after various bodily discharges, emphasizing the importance of ritual cleanliness for approaching God. These laws reflected the Israelites' need to maintain purity, both physically and spiritually, as they lived in a holy relationship with God. 4. The Day of Atonement, chapter 16. One of the most significant events in Leviticus is the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, a day set aside to cleanse the people from their sins. The high priest was to enter the Holy of Holies in the tabernacle and offer sacrifices for the sins of the entire nation. 5. Holiness Code, chapter 17-22. Leviticus 17-22 is often called the Holiness Code because it contains laws that promote holiness in the daily lives of the Israelites. This section includes ethical conduct, Leviticus 19, a key chapter. Leviticus 19 contains many moral laws, including the famous command to love your neighbor as yourself, Leviticus 19:18. It also includes guidelines on justice, honesty, and fairness. Social justice, Leviticus 19:9-18, instructions for fair treatment of the poor, the stranger, and workers, ensuring justice and compassion in the community. The Holiness Code emphasizes that Israel is called to be distinct from other nations, living according to God's laws to maintain moral and spiritual purity. 6. Sabbatical and Jubilee years, chapters 25-27. Leviticus introduces the practice of the sabbatical year, every 7th year, when the land was to rest, and the Jubilee year, every 50th year, when land was returned to its original owner and slaves were freed. The Jubilee year was particularly important in preserving the family unit and the economic structure of the nation, Leviticus 25. 7. The sanctity of the tabernacle and worship, chapters 1-7, 16. Throughout Leviticus, the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary, is central to Israelite worship. The holiness of the tabernacle, the priests, and the people is a constant theme, demonstrating that a pure and holy worship space was necessary to maintain a right relationship with God. Conclusion. Leviticus is a book filled with rich, intricate descriptions of the religious, moral, and social guidelines for the Israelites.